pretending like you're spreading the ground apart. That's gonna get the glutes firing. Squats, one of the biggest, most foundational movements in training. Squats are meant to hit all of the muscles in the lower body, okay? So you're supposed to feel them in your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. However, you can make a squat more quad biased or more glute biased with some simple tweaks, okay? So number one tip, when you shift the weight into your heels and drive out of your heels, you're going to feel more of the posterior chain muscles, the muscles in the back of the body activate, okay? So that's number one, shift the weight into your heels. When you shift the weight forward into your toes, you're gonna feel it more in your quads, okay? So the number one tip is to shift that weight into the heels, okay? The second thing that you can do to create a little bit more glute dominant or glute biased movement is to hinge at the hip just slightly. Now, when you are performing a proper squat, you want the chest upright, okay? So you don't want to be hinged forward like this. You want the chest up, not bending. However, if you aren't feeling the glutes at all, if you are in a squat and you just bring the chest or the hips slightly, the chest slightly forward, you're gonna feel the glutes a little bit more because you're going to be able to drive the weight back further. It all comes back to where you're feeling the weight, where your weight is distributed in your feet, okay? So shifting that weight back and bringing the chest just slightly forward is gonna help with that. Now, if you're performing a proper squat, you want that chest up. I just wanna make that tip. But if you're not feeling the glutes, number one, is shifting the weight into the heels, and having that slight hinge is gonna help with that. The other thing, we wanna drive the knees out, okay? So aggressively drive the knees out. Now, I don't want you overextending the knees, like so pushing the knees beyond the toes. We wanna keep the toes in line. So the toes have to be externally rotated too. Here, along with shifting the weight into the heels, driving the knees out, and pretending like you're spreading the ground apart with your feet, with your heels, that's gonna get the glutes firing so that you can feel every movement even without weight. So even without heavy weight, you're going to be feeling the glutes firing on each rep. Make those couple tweaks and let me know in the comments if you can feel your glutes a little bit more with those. Thanks so much. See you next time.